Oh yeah, okay, so I want to get the money for the fallen pants, so I think I'm probably going to sell the shot put ball we've been carrying around for no good reason. And, somebody actually raised an interesting point yesterday. When we raided, I was asked, what, or how we were playing it, like what kind of cop we were making. I'm like, and I realized that it might actually be barely palatable if we did a run. Anything to talk about?
Yes.
Never mind. Oh, I need more logic for that one. Okay, I need logic for something else too. So, all right, let's try and esprit de corps these douchebags in here. It's mostly for info, but I feel like playing it like an actual cop. Just like a drunk, misogynist shitbag would probably lend itself to... Okay. Suggestion, I need esprit de corps. Alright. Disco Ass Blazer gives me +1. Commander might give me a little more respect there. I might need to dump points in it, in which case I don't care that much. I'm just curious if we can maybe make this happen. I like the cloak the best, honestly. Alright, well, that's the best we're gonna improve it. Will you talk to me about this check?
Again? I can't believe this shit.
Worth a shot.
You know what it is. It's like the two of you know each other. Just ask him.
Tell me the truth. You know me from somewhere?
Oh, I definitely know you from somewhere.
Another life.
From where? From another life?
Yes, from another life.
I think he's from Precinct 41 as well.
Maybe the life of a police officer belonging to the ranks of the... To what station do you think you would belong in this alternate and totally fictional reality?
41st?
Okay. That's plausible. That's entirely plausible. Now we're
This guy's a little shit. He gives you a long, meaningful look in ads.
Somewhere good.
Alright. Let's talk more about that hypothetical Station 41 you mentioned.
Okay.
Oh. Oh, the hypothetical 4-1. Let's fantasize about that. He blinks aggressively. I'm not busy. You're not busy. Let's just play around. So, what would our relationship be in this alternate universe?
Let's be crazy. Let's say you and I are partners. How's that for a thought experiment?
Alright. Seemed like a bit of a drag. No offense, but I could do better. Actually, Kim's cooler than you.
I'm sure he's fucking flattered. But Kim is not part of this thought experiment. In this one, we're partners.
Okay.
The lieutenant is silent.
Okay. Seemed like a bit of a drag. No offense, but I could do better.
None taken, my friend. None taken. Let's be honest. There's been some purely fictional talk in our imaginary station in regards of who'd even be worthy of your partnership.
Oh.
And the conclusion is that a man with your caliber should form his own one-man policing unit.
Nobody wants to deal with him.
Just slow you down.
Do you have a crime to solve?
Oh, no. You see, I enjoy watching other better cops solve crimes. And let me tell you, it's been quite a privilege seeing you work.
This isn't helping.
She says, shaking her head and looking at the man with sunglasses disapprovingly. Who else is in our imaginary police station?
You're not going to believe this, but police officers.
Fuck this guy, although I do appreciate the snark.
Yes, sir. Solving crimes, locking up bad guys, and get this, and not getting that drink on at 2 o'clock.
Now I know this is imaginary.
Just some regular boring motherfuckers in suits and uniforms. Nothing spectacularly extravagant like you, the far-out son of Lang.
Who is the far-out son of Long?
Oh, it's you eccentric genius. I mean, with your unorthodox approach to police work, it has to be you.
Want to tell me more about him or her?
Not even a little bit.
Okay.
It's an urban myth about an officer who is so far undercover he can't remember who he is. As I said, just an urban myth. You are not the son of Lang.
Thanks,
He's
Kim.
trying to protect you from further rough handling. dished out by the sunglassed man.
Thanks, buddy.
Okay, yes, you get the joke. Leave it at that.
Alright, I can't imagine it anymore.
Neither can I, partner. Neither can I.
His gray eyes suddenly flash above the glass frames. They feel sad.
It's a mere second, but it feels like you saw something. A gram of compassion in that sadness.
Aw. Got some questions for you. I'm a cop.
About what? You don't look like a cop. You know what you look like?
Like a revolutionary?
No, not like a revolutionary.
Alright. Now will you answer some questions for me?
No,
Why not?
'cause it's not my job. Why don't you go and fucking do yours and solve this damn hanging?
Alright. If you don't want to answer questions, then maybe you want me to hear me say things?
Actually, I don't want to hear you say things.
Come on, Jean.
Okay, say things. I want to hear you say things.
Suddenly, out of nowhere, case-related things start popping up in your head.
Okay, I'm doing this investigation. Turns out he was shot and hanged.
You think he was hanged as a cover-up? To hide the shooting?
Basically, yes.
Okay, well,
He corrects his blonde wig. His hair. He corrects his hair. Hey, why am I telling you this?
no. Why are you?
He gives you an odd look.
It's like you felt it would be intellectually stimulating and would lead somewhere. A custom even? Strange. You know what? It must be because he's buff. He looks like he works out, like he's got the devil on his back.
Oh my god, there's more. You want something more? What is it?
Let's talk about the hangman again.
Okay, why not? Let's do the old thing over again. We're not wasting time. There is no time.
Okay, I'm doing this investigation. Man's hanged.
So, do you know who hanged him?
Not yet.
Yeah, I can see that. I don't know. Oh my god, there's more.
Alright, we're done.
Okay, the man with the sunglasses and his hypothetical Station 41. Weird, right?
I guess it was kind of weird, yeah.
There's something missing here. Something you can't put our finger on. You know what? Just ask him. I know it sounds crazy, and you'll probably get laughed at. But still.
Alright, I was just thinking the same thing. We should just ask him if we're from the same station.
Yes, just cross it off the list. It's probably not true, though.
Again? I can't believe this shit.
Alright, look, I just have to ask, are we from the same police station?
I'm going to say no. Just to see what you'll say to that. What'd you say?
Okay.
Okay.
Jean, he said okay. Give it a rest.
Okay, I was clearly wrong. He is a firefighter, male nurse, animal control agent, something of that kind. Not a cop. Go on with your cop work.
What the hell was this whole aside?
You again.
Okay, then, see you around. Alright. There's gotta be another way to get in that door. Without doing the favor for fuckface.
Can I help you?
Oh, yeah, money, never mind. It's 20, right? Yeah. How much is the shot put gonna get me if I sell it? 13? Okay, yeah. I just have to pay him before the night's over. Or worst comes to worst, we just get the shack. Which I said I would probably do. Oh. Empathy clothes, empathy clothes. What jacket was I wearing? And I wanted to try... Oh, yeah, I do want to try and give, I guess the jacket that was different. We were wearing the Sumerian one before, but that was, Or Samarithian, yeah, conceptualization. Alright. So yeah. We'll sell this thing. I'm gonna get the fallen pants. Oh, we need to call into the station too.
The worn and
You can revisit.
Officer, care to play a game with the lonely old man?
Jolliness is gone. What happened?
Actually, never mind.
Oh, no.
Wouldn't be the same.
Where's Renee?
The prick is gone.
What?
I can barely believe it, but he's really gone.
He just fucking died?
He is trying to retain his jolly facade, but the underlying sadness casts a deep shadow over his wrinkled face.
What the fuck? I wasn't expecting that. Like, oh, we've had people die, but Renee? Gone where?
Most likely. He was an absolute gent.
There's a eulogy for you. How'd he die?
His hungry little heart finally gave out. The dock workers found him in the guard booth.
I left his meds up there, so...
Wasn't even supposed to be working for another week, but he just had to prove how tough he is.
Wait, did he push himself to prove he can pull his weight and doesn't need handouts?
Guess he was about to head home, cause when the dock workers found him, he was wearing civilian clothes and not the...
Now I should check the booth again, see if he left anything else in there.
All the time.
Aw.
Sometimes I thought he was wearing it just to piss me off. Now the joke's on him, cause he's gonna be buried without it.
Fuck, dude.
That means the uniform could still be in the guard booth. Something to keep in mind if you really plan to give yourself the Revachol.
Do you think our conversation about his job pushed him to go out there?
No. René was the most stubborn man in Revachol. Nothing you or I could say would ever push him to do anything. The man was completely immovable.
He has doubts, but right now, he just wants to move on and not think about it.
Alright. Was he really that bad?
I repeat, an absolute cunt. Even his old army buddies didn't want him around. He was like an old viper. The only people who could stand to be around him were Jenny and me. She saw something in him when we were just kids and she never lost sight of it. And I thought if the most beautiful being in the world can love him, then there must be something worth holding on to.
That's an interesting triangle.
We've hated each
Do you love him?
our entire lives. So much, in fact, that...
He falls silent and looks at you, eyes filling up with tears.
Yes, I loved that angry prick. He didn't deserve it, but I did. You know what his last words to me were?
Something forgettable like see you tomorrow, probably. Or no, tell me.
In Guillaume's time, you'd have been shot without trial.
What a fucker! What a son of a bitch.
He lived a cunt, and he died a cunt. Let's leave it at that.
I want that to be my obituary. I'm not gonna lie. Do you know what happened to his medals?
I took them for myself. Took them to remember that old cunt. Nobody knew him better than I did. And I want to remember that old cunt by something.
Strange how old cunt sounds almost gentle when he says it now.
I offer my sincere condolences.
Yes, we are both very sorry for your loss.
It is what it is. Part of life, really. But to know someone for 79 years,
Jesus.
then one day they're just...
Maybe they knew each other from when they were kids.
I just don't know anymore. About anything, really. But you must need something.
Alright, a few more things.
Yes. What about René?
Nope, condolences.
It
Okay.
is. I just don't know anymore.
Fuck, man. Alright, yeah, we gotta call in. I forget about what, but...
You see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist?
Oh, the boots, yeah, we ran those. Find out more about the owner of the armored boots.
Sorry, sir. I still haven't heard back from the database people. Try calling again later.
Oh, it might be a time thing, like I'll do it later in the day. It hasn't been a full 24.
57, over and out.
In the cabin, you see a set.
Okay. Alright, yeah, so empathy clothes check. I think we have all the empathy stuff I had on. That's minus. I know we have to go back to the communists tonight, but I'm probably not going to be playing for that long. He says. Hopefully. Alright. Yeah, because there was this guy had an empathy check.
Now it's turning into a kind of a snow limbo, man. What's on your mind?
I might save scum this one just because
Now it's turning.
I don't want to do more drugs to
kind of a snow
bring that one
limbo,
up.
man. What's on your mind?
In his
There we
eyes,
go.
an unfamiliar longing. Flecks of brown and gold.
Familiar how?
It's hard to say. His gaze wanders southwest, down the street that goes beyond the horizon. The road continues for miles, flowing together with other roads, turning into causeways
Oh, we know more about the city too because of Shivers. Cool.
ends, or ramping up or down highways. It forms a crisscross pattern across the land.
Where does it lead?
Above the Jamrock Quarter, in the form of a raised motorway, and then the never-ending sprawl of Forburg, high above buildings, new and old, the air filled with the rumble of motor engines.
Further.
To the old south, to the farthest outskirts of river.
Oh, yeah, we're getting world building out of this.
The checkered fields of farmland, upstream to the river Esperance, past Montmartin, the border approaches.
What's beyond the border?
You cannot see. It's out of the city. Up ahead, the mist blocks all sight. A gale blows across your cheeks. It is cold.
Ooh, the way they snap that back. So good.
With sad eyes.
So, what's in the southwest?
Excuse me?
He emerges from the reverie.
A flinch jolts his frame. The question has touched a nerve.
Alright. Really? You can tell me.
Man, I don't know what to say. Not much anyone can do. There's no helping in absence, you know?
Yeah.
I miss my family. They're all I have. My wife, second kid on the way, waiting all the way in Diora. And here I am stuck in this shit, so far from home.
Diora?
Diora of the Seven Seas. It's on the other end of Le Caillou, pretty much, on another island called Laurentide, off mainland. We've got a little place there. Can almost hear my kid laugh when it snows.
Fuck, dude. What's it like to miss someone?
What's it like? Good. And bad. An ache that brings you joy. I think of them a lot.
Yep.
I dream up these silly scenarios in great detail of living with them. It comforts me. What about you,
Fuck,
Carmen?
dude.
You missing someone?
A little bit.
No, it's scarier than that. You're pursued by a hunter, smelling of apricots and sorrow, and the past.
I miss someone, but I don't know who it is.
I feel for you, my friend. It's bad enough to know who you miss. Missing like that doesn't feel like it has much of an upside.
Can't say it does.
But thanks for this. It's nice to talk to someone, and I know it wasn't easy to ask. I hope you find your way through your own troubles.
Tommy, you alright? Thanks, buddy. Alright. Okay, actually, I can probably check when we are supposed to call in on that then. Tuesday, 12:50, so around 1 p.m. Or no. We'll call later today. Alright, yeah, because we're on Friday at this point. We've been doing one thing a day. I'll still check 12:50. Alright, we can do the Cuno's dad thing. Oh, we have to read that book, too. We haven't figured out how to do the figurines thing. Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna sell this shot put. I guess it's just a shot. The put is the verb in the sport. But yeah, we'll sell the shot. And...
Hello, hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything. Sure, let me have a look. Anything else you're thinking of selling?
This thing. I'm definitely not selling the pen. Oh, I forgot I had the speakers, yeah. I'm not selling the dice. How much would they go for? Probably 10. No, 1. 1/10 of what we spent on them. I don't think I need this card anymore. Alright. I didn't end up needing it in the first place, but... yeah, alright. That's an uptick on cash, so yeah, okay. Alright.
Another time, perhaps.
Alright, so now we can get the fallen pants. I'll decide whether to pay for another day at the thing. Oh, shit, the crater's just fucking empty. It's so fucked. Alright. Alright. So we're buying the fallen pants, that'll give me the full fallen suit. Still film my way onto the roof. And then I guess we'll deal with Cuno's dad.
Fuck does Cuno care?
Ah, physical instrument, hell yeah.
Here, pig. We're falling now. Performance buddies.
Cuno unzips his jacket again and pulls the pants out of the plastic wrapping.
Cuno can already see you soaring through the air like a fucking eagle. Pig's in Cuno's debt now. Money debt?
Money debt doesn't mean anything. He's just saying words. You're not in his debt.
Cuno doesn't fucking care.
Okay, what's this? Yeah, did we get another thought to add? I remember one more door. Wasteland of Reality. Carious World? Seems like the point of the game is victory. All red checks fail while we're thinking about it, but... how do you not lose? Well, I don't have the experience to get one kicking anyway, so... we're close. But, okay, let's fallen it up. If there's glasses, I'm going to be a little upset, but whatever. Alright, hoop. Let's not strip down. Gloves. Where's the fallen jacket? I thought we had a fallen jacket. Yeah, there it is. And then the pants. Hell yeah. And the shoes? Hell yeah. I'll get rid of the undershirt. Some more physical instrument. Alright, looking good. I thought we might get an achievement for that. Maybe there's another piece of this set, but... we got an ad coming up. I'm going to head towards the hotel. Also, we haven't tried talking to Cuno S since we got them separated for a bit, so... Alright. We're gonna check out Cuno's dad's place after the break. Like, Night Margins, well, I forget what it's something Cat Games. The people who did One Shot have another game coming out, they're kickstarting, and it was funded in 4 hours. Although they were only asking for like $65,000. The early bird slots are clear, but I'm probably gonna at least go in for getting the game. So it's called Margin of the Strange. Here, I'll link that in chat if anybody's interested. We did One Shot ages ago, but it was cute. I actually have a print. I got I remember I got the display copy of this one print from it from Night Margin's booth at MagFest one year. So that was cool. But anyway, back to work. Yeah, so we're doing Cuno's dad / Cuno's apartment. And of course my controller's gonna burp, but okay, safety save. Also I need to put a marker there. There we go. Okay.
A shabby door hangs oddly on its hinges.
Oh, we need the cutters.
With a safety chain. An unpaid energy bill is attached, threatening to cut off the electricity. It's addressed to Mr. Uno Doroita.
Well, that's kind of concerning if it's unpaid. Alright. Chain cutters, sort of tools.
A shabby door hangs oddly on its hinges, secured to the doorframe with a safety chain. An unpaid energy bill is attached, threatening to cut off the electricity. It's addressed to Mr. Uno Doroita.
Uno, father of Cuno. They just turned the C sideways, I love it. Looks like we found where Cuno's dad lives.
And the place comes with 3 months' worth of utility bills.
Delightful. Let's give it a knock.
No response. The apartment numbers have fallen off the door, leaving the panel with a sticky 1 shaped shadow and a marker drawn 2.
Interesting.
Nothing happens. It must be an ambush. Let's get your adrenaline pumping, just in case.
I feel like you're amping me up for something.
Chain cutters in your hand. Nothing left to do now but snip, snip.
Alright.
Snip. The cutter goes through them like dead leaves. The links fall to the ground on the other side of the door. Don't let the quiet fool you.
They've got to be ramping me up for something. It's
ready to rip you to shreds.
We're not going to have to fight this guy, are we?
I know there's no stopping you, but let's at least make this quick.
Master Investigator, you just can't keep yourself away from locked and hidden places, can you?
What do you mean?
Nothing, nothing. You're right. Get in there. Deep. Invade every personal space. Break every lock.
Does have a point. I'm just browsing.
That's what it is. A quick peek here. A short.
We got a new thought.
It's all quite delectable.
I'll have to look into that. It's probably Shivers related. Okay, I just thought maybe we would have to get the right here. $10. Cuno de Reuter is his name on unfinished homework. Glossy erotica covers the wall, wriggled for moisture. Nice.
A phone book lies open on the table, covering a stack of utility bills. Right next to it, in plain sight, sits a small bottle of amphetamine, conveniently equipped with a straw.
Okay. Lieutenant, I've located psychoactive substances on this table.
Confiscate it.
The minuscule amount of amphetamine doesn't interest the lieutenant in the slightest. He listens instead to something in the other room.
Confiscated.
You pocket the bottle as if it were the most natural thing in the world. Don't wait. Celebrate. Blast that shit right here. Take inventory of it once this boring table shit is done. Blast it before you face the beast. De Ruita. You're going to need the encouragement.
I hear snoring. I don't think we're going to need it. Air stinks with something sour. Regular black jeans.
of clothes heaped on the bed. A stained parka, some towels and a duvet, some socks even. In the dark, it looks like a nest.
Hold up, Lieutenant. Look at that pile of clothes.
Mm-hmm.
The lieutenant has covered his nose. Slowly reach out your hand.
Something underneath there is breathing. It doesn't give a shit that you're a cop. Stop your hand now, or you're gonna die.
Keep extending your hand towards the pile.
Your hand touches a greasy duvet, covered in cigarette burns and ketchup stains. You hear a growl. There is something alive underneath it. It's deep, in suffering somehow.
Pull the blanket off.
You see a 60-year-old, fat, red-headed man passed out from large amounts of alcohol and God knows what else. The smell of shit rises from his mouth.
That's bad.
You don't have to take him down. He's already down.
Thought so. Kim, is this thing even alive?
I'm afraid it is. Look, it moves.
He points to a fleshy lump sticking out from the other end of the blanket. The limb seems to be twitching from time to time.
Look, the other foot is camouflaged by a striped sock bearing the name Maxtor on the sole. 3 toes are poking out of a hole. A groan rises from the man's throat, dry like a death rattle. He's trying to say something in his sleep.
Is this Cuno's father we're seeing?
Judging by the color of his hair, I would say yes, it is.
The lieutenant's right. The man's unwashed hair bears a familiar ginger tone. Even the hair on his chest is coppery. The light from the window falls into his half-open eyes. There's still plenty to be scared of here, just not what you thought.
Alright, doesn't look like he's gonna fuck anyone up anytime soon.
No, it really doesn't. This looks very hard to recover from. This man won't be feeding his family anytime soon. Not that he was, but at least he won't be beating his son.
A pair of half-open bug eyes is staring back at you from the dark, empty, and frozen. It's clear that the person behind them is not awake.
Hold on, what happened to his eyes?
Can't you tell? It happens to exceptionally committed substance abusers. They fall asleep with their eyelids still open. Not a pretty sight.
This is serious damage. I'm still not sure he's dead. Or not dead. Suddenly the man starts growling. 3 words manage to escape his mouth, along with a strong stench of alcohol.
He's trying to communicate.
Maybe we should help him somehow?
What is there to do? We could turn him on his side so he doesn't choke on his own vomit. But he's already on his side.
Poor guy.
We could take him to Remedy or Saint-Baptiste, but he doesn't have money for medical services. The almshouse would turn him down.
Love to hear that even in this world you're still paying for medical care.
They don't do charity for people who are trying to kill themselves. Besides, he'll be dead in a few.
The lieutenant stops, listening to him.
Years, months, weeks.
Jesus.
The pile of blankets grunts miserably.
Alright. Figure out what he's trying to say.
The man groans once again, but his tongue keeps failing him. It's impossible to make out the syllables. A hand emerges from the blankets, trying to gesticulate something. And then it dawns upon you, clear and surreal. Pigs, he says.
Yeah, I kind of got that from the other outburst.
Call you pigs.
You're awake. He's awake.
His hand falls back on the bed, limp and defeated. A loud snore escapes his mouth. He's asleep again.
At least he got to say his piece.
Fair enough. Oh, there's no reason to taunt him about the amphetamine. Alright. I guess if we really want to, we can come back and taunt him, but again, not really a reason. Stairs. Let's go talk to Cuno. Padded stairs. We haven't talked to Joyce in a while. She had that conceptualization thing. But I think I did the thought she gave me. Hopefully that'll help. I don't know. It's not even 8:30 in the morning. I've already found out about a dead man and met a dying man. Fantastic.
Fuck does Cuno care?
Boy turns to you. He doesn't care. I took care of the drug situation.
Alright, so you got Cuno's kilo. Here is how we do it. First, you give Cuno Cuno's kilo, then Cuno gives you half back. That's how we split it. It's the best way. Street way.
Aren't you gonna ask how I got past your dad?
Word on the street is, you sent your little friend in dressed as a hooker, distraction style. That's some sick shit.
He nods approvingly to the lieutenant.
Not a single muscle moves on the lieutenant's face.
He's too good for this.
Cuno wants to hear all about it, but first we split the kilo, then we shoot the shit.
I'm keeping it. You don't need more drugs. You're 12.
Alright. Cuno knew you'd try that sneaky pig shit on him.
Tell him, Cuno!
Cuno's got brains. This shit doesn't surprise Cuno. So Cuno's gonna give you one more chance. Know this, pig. Shit is major.
Major fucking choice, pig!
Cuno won't take this shit lightly. The pieces are moving, pig. This is fucking domino shit.
It's hard to see how not giving a boy a bag of amphetamine would cause some catastrophic cascade response. Hard to see, but easy to feel. Somehow, this will change things.
Tick, 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 tick. Decision time. What's it gonna be? You gonna fuck the Cuno?
You know, we went to all this trouble to get our Cuno to respect us. Be smart with this.
Alright, now we're talking. Whoa, that's heavy.
He waves the minuscule bottle around, then slips it into his coat pocket.
There you go. More than half in there. Cuno's fucking honorable like that.
There is no movement on the lieutenant's face as he stares intently at the trash container.
Now tell me, how the fuck are you still alive, pig?
Look around in there. That's not the easy life you got going on in that apartment.
What the fuck do you know about Cuno's life? Cuno's got plans. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, we got plans!
6 meters underground, below piping from before the war, the collapsed remains of the Martinez storm drain system.
Shivers has my favorite cut-ins, I swear.
With piles of batteries next to them, beside 2 bedrolls, in the dark and opening into the lower tunnels.
I guess that's where they live. Cuno, I met your dad.
Yeah, you do some sambo shit, sneak in. Is the hooker thing real?
Sambo is an acronym for
Jackass.
Samoan boxing.
Oh good, encyclopedia shit, I need the money.
Sambo style implies stealth, cleverness, and cool. Just letting you know.
Cuno, your dad's a half-dead alcoholic. He was sleeping under some clothes.
What?
His eyes become large and round.
Posture changes. The swaying rooster motion stops for a second. Then he gets it going again, reorienting himself.
Fuck right. Cuno's dad was sleeping like a bum. Cuno told ya. Cuno's dad doesn't give a shit about anything. Fucking breaking and entering shit. That's nothing to Cuno's dad.
That's copium.
You got lucky, pig. Cuno knew this. Cuno's fucking violent fiend dad's been drinking hard lately. Cuno knew you have a way in. Narrow window. Cuno window.
Cuno window?
Cuno window? Alright. Whatever scary thing he might have been, now he's nothing.
Yeah. Cuno's dad is fucking nothing. Fucking coma shit. Stroke shit. Cuno's dad is so fucking violent. He's had a stroke many times. Shit.
Dude, what are you even on about?
Gonna be just like Cuno's dad. Speed shit. Crime shit. Fucking on the bed. Cuno's gonna go out like Cuno's dad. Revachol West style.
Stop saying all this sad shit, Cuno.
The whisper comes smaller than usual.
There's a touch of grief in there.
Aw.
Fuck are you talking, sad? Kuno's got hard shit, death shit, nothing shit.
You don't have to turn into that.
Get your fucking nun ass out of here before Cuno fucks it dead. You think that you broke Cuno 1 gram of seed, your friend now?
Alright.
Turn into... Cuno ain't turning into shit. Cuno is that shit.
If he doesn't stop soon, he's going to collapse from exhaustion. He's red all over.
Cuno won! Oh, you won, Cuno!
Alright. The relief is palpable. A little hat jumps up and down behind the fence. There's a textbook with your name on it in the apartment.
Yeah, so fucking what?
It says Cuno, not Cuno. Cuno de Reuter.
Are you talking to Cuno about that kiddie shit?
I like it. Cuno de Reuter.
He's trying to fuck you again.
Fuck out of here.
Assholes.
Cuno knows it's fucking lame. That's why Cuno changed it. Cuno can change his name into anything. Gonna change my name into...
Technically, you can change your name to anything.
Don't change your name into that, Cuno.
There were tons of unpaid utility bills in there.
Fuck right there were. Fucking 3 years or some shit.
Oof.
You can guess.
Alright. Let me guess, Kuno's dad doesn't give a shit about them.
That's right. Kuno's dad doesn't give a shit about that electricity and light shit. Just wants to pound on people and drink.
Alright, that's no place to live in. You have to find somewhere else.
That's right. It's a shithole. Kuno's gonna move underground. Leroy shit. Ancient shit. Kuno's gonna live in a fucking catacomb.
Yeah, in a tomb, Cuno.
Okay.
Yeah, pig. This shit is done. Now get the fuck out of Kuno's face. Cuno needs to drop the bomb.
Alright, I'm off.
Cuno doesn't fucking care.
Alright, I think we got a point for something. Yeah, and we're close to another one. Fantastic. Alright, so what was that? We got a couple thoughts. Cuno. Jamrock Shuffle was one of them. Well, actually, let me look at it. But it's clear you like to look inside containers. Yeah, you like to open doors and see what's behind them. Maybe secrets? Secret containers left behind with the Philippian kings that hold forbidden relics. You know what? I do like cracking shit open, so I think we are going to learn that one. I think I could probably forget the homosexual underground if I need the slot. I think it's literally just to ask Kim about his sexuality. There we go. That's only an hour and 15. Cool. Bonuses from the thought. Stop obsessing about sexuality. Okay. Are there any more, like, one-offs or no stat ones? Alright, yeah.
The trash container stands. The smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste.
Okay.
The container sounds a muffled gong.
Yeah, we already searched for that. We got the mug, too. There wasn't much to do with that. I want to see what the speed does. Oh, and I wanted to see if we could, yeah, what's up with the pants? And I wanted to see if we could give the alcohol to, thank God for black jeans. Everyone looks good in black jeans. Come out with your favorite book t-shirt and yellow plastic bag to channel that laid-back trash bin raccoon meets a cool professor vibe. Plus composure. Okay. Everybody loves black jeans. Did I have an empathy check with her?
Hi, Ace Detective. Are you here for more books?
Nope. Yeah, let's go back to the drunks. I think maybe giving the borscht would get me one more tail. And then maybe I'll just do a skim of my white checks to see what else we got left to revisit.
Tequila Sunset.
Another batch of alcohol. We tell me the third story now?
Of course. Drink first, story later.
I got this special striper the Union uses.
Interesting.
He takes it. Okay,
this is what they use to keep the working men going. This last one is the most Martinet story I've ever heard.
He takes an almost comically long swig. Thus fortified, he continues.
I've never heard it mentioned outside of here. At first, I thought it was a joke, to be honest. But I've been on the coast 8, 9 months now, and in that time, I've seen at least 3 expeditions come through, searching for something.
Okay.
A shovel hits the sand somewhere behind the reeds, near an abandoned construction yard. The young men look over their shoulders suspiciously. The sound of their digging seems loud in the sudden silence.
Cryptids?
Magic animals? No, man, this is serious stuff.
Place to call home?
Tequila. Most people already know where they live. It's guys like you and me that are the exceptions.
They lost keys?
Hey! Fuck you, Tequila.
Alright, what kind of expedition?
All kinds. I've seen archaeologists, gangsters, even a bunch of ad agency types. I'm telling you, Tequila, this thing's got a pull on certain kinds of people.
Wait, what do you mean, certain kinds of people?
You know, obsessive types. People with predilections.
What exactly are we talking about here?
Some of those expeditions come back after a week or so, looking haggard and dejected. Others don't return at all. The first time I saw one of these expeditions, I thought they were fucking with me. There was no way it could be true. It was just too high concept, even for me.
Wait, there's no way. It can't be. Or can it?
I'm not even sure I should be telling you this story, to be perfectly honest. You're in a fragile state, and it might be too much for you to handle.
I can handle it.
Okay, fine. I'll tell you. But I'm warning you, it's pretty out there. Our story begins at a legendary design.
Is he just telling me all the stuff we found out with the radio computers already?
There was this designer. His exact name is lost to history, but in life...
Different design, like visual, okay.
Made it big in Aranya, where he did some real pioneering work on grotesque and sans serif typography. A fucking genius, man. That is, if he even existed. Who knows? It's an urban legend, after all.
He existed, all right. You feel it deep within your basal ganglia. He was as real as you are.
What the fuck are you talking about?
I'm talking about...
Anyway, sometime later, he started his own personal studio here in Martinez. And that's when he started working on some really wild stuff. I'm talking some glass-smooth, forward-looking design language, the kind of thing that would totally overthrow the old regime, design-wise.
A paradigm-shattering revolutionary?
But then...
Would you like revolutionaries?
You see, it's widely known that nose candy and pioneer graphic design work go hand in hand.
Nose candy?
You know tequila, nose candy, the white railroad, party powder.
The kids on the streets also call it Snow Day.
That's a good one. I like that.
Salt, the white night.
Can't see for its popularity among the aristocratic.
This is gonna go back. How long is it gonna go back and forth?
Along with a number of more benign street names. Blow, of course, but also Flake, Powder, Pearl. Really, anything that's white will get the idea across. He's talking about cocaine.
Oh, you mean cocaine?
Shit, yeah, tequila. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Gives you a comradely bump on the shoulder as a couple milliliters of booze slosh out of his bottle. So, what happened to him?
You've got to understand, the work this guy was doing was so high concept that regular amounts of cocaine just weren't cutting it. By the end, they were bringing it in by the lorry load. Now, as you might imagine, snorting that much cocaine can't be healthy for a regular human, right?
Probably not. Thank you, endurance.
All the time.
All the time?
All day, baby.
Hey, tequila, pay attention. The story goes that one day he was balls deep in work on what he thought would be his pièce de résistance. An advert so minimal, it contained neither text nor images, just pure white.
Okay.
Apparently the idea was too high concept even for this.
What was he trying to sell? More cocaine?
Dead right at his desk before he could finish. His last words are recorded to have been, "It's as white as a blizzard of cocaine."
What a loss for the world of
I
design.
know, tequila. I know.
He takes a swig, considers pouring some out for this lost genius, then thinks better of it.
But the story doesn't end there. Supposedly, when they performed the autopsy, the coroner discovered nearly a quarter kilo of coke jammed into his nasal cavity.
That's almost certainly.
I was gonna say, there can't be enough space for that.
Wrong again, nerd. Where there's a will, there's a...
Electrochemistry is annoying, but funny.
That's right. 250 grams of blow had accumulated in there over the years. We're talking high-grade Saramaritsian pure. Not that cut-rate shit your grandma does.
How'd you know about my grandma's habit?
There are those who believe the designer was buried with this quarter key of nose candy still locked in his
really?
ashes. That's what those expeditions are looking for.
I mean, that's a lot of cocaine.
Cocaine skull.
The cocaine skull.
The cocaine skull.
Wow.
No. Wow.
What the fuck? And why do people think the skull is here in Martinez?
Here's the kicker. This designer, this lead designer of a world-famous design studio, was born in Martinez. A local boy, Martin Martinez. That's why he brought his studio here, back to where it all began. And that's why they buried him here, too. Perhaps right under Ab's pipe there.
Who points to the pipe?
Or probably further down the coast, or in some yard in Martinez proper. A hidden mausoleum, no one knows exactly.
No, my grandma always told me his grave lay somewhere on the islets on the bay.
This is ludicrous and physically impossible. Sinuses can contain that amount of anything.
My only question is, where does one get a shovel?
What do these expeditions plan to do with it?
The archaeologists say they want to put it in a museum, the gangsters say they want to sell it on the black market, and the ad agency guys say they're seeking inspiration.
Bullshit. They just want to snort it. But you could beat them to it, Harry. You could snort the magic skull cocaine instead.
I'm pretty sure they all just want to snort it, though.
And why wouldn't they, eh? Sounds like right strong stuff.
Alright. Well, what have you learned from the other expeditions? Oh wait, Rosemary, you said something about islets?
Don't listen to him or his grandma. He's just making things up.
No, my grandma told me. I've heard other people say it too. That it's underwater. Or no. Maybe it was the storm sewers.
Or maybe it's in the air. Or in an ancient step pyramid offshore.
Thanks, Kim.
Pyramid? Now that would be something.
What have you learned from the other expeditions?
They're pretty vague about it in general. The gangsters like to claim they're looking for the grave of a friend, with picks and shovels. The archaeologists act all official about it, saying they're conducting serious research. Honestly, I think they're not really scientists, just rich.
Never heard of a figure like that.
Monkeys, for some reason, are pretty upfront about it. They just say they're looking to snort some blow out of a dead man's nasal cavity.
Honest men on an honest quest. You should join them.
By now, I'd say I know about as much about it as anyone on the coast.
Alright, I'm convinced. Let's go find it.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hold on just a minute. Finding it right now is literally impossible.
What?
Why?
For one, the way is blocked by that big lorry that says Delta Logistics Company on the side. You definitely have to search the area behind that lorry too.
This is just the pushing the truck out of the way to find Mew in a Pokemon Red and Blue.
And second,
of cocaine skulls.
Like that is expensive. It'd have to be a big production to do the cocaine skull justice. You need new gear, people who know what they're doing, all kinds of provisions. It's just not feasible within the economic and temporal frame of our current setup. Matter of fact, unless a bunch of money just
Oh, can we propose this to the rich guy?
With that skull.
I have to agree. We barely have what we need to solve the case we've got now. We can't afford to run around chasing after quasi-mythical pieces of drug paraphernalia. Besides, it would look extremely bad for the RCM to be caught up in something that has the word cocaine writ large on it. The PR is tricky on this.
Damn, that's too bad.
Wait, maybe there's another way. Maybe up around the coast. Don't give up now.
Yeah, well, that's the reality situation for you. Who knows, though? Maybe someday we'll get our chance.
Are there any more stories you can tell?
Not that I can think of, currently.
I guess that makes sense. You have been drinking a lot.
That might be the case. Yes.
Alright. So we got all the stories. We got a skill point. Do I have any thoughts I'm really attached to right now? I feel like I should start working the memory ones soon, but... Or anti-object. I don't know where to get the Aces High one. I fear that probably pairs with the Aces Low. Alright. Well, And that didn't lodge as a thing on my thing. Okay, figurines, get organized. That we can't do till tonight. If I need the experience, I could smoke one. Okay, yeah, like I said, we haven't talked to Joyce in a while. And I guess, like, we could take the quest from, what's this futz? The secret passage here. Actually, yeah, I want to see... We're going to take the air. I'm going to take her up on the shack and see if that completely kicks me out of the room.
What can our village do for you? Change your mind, did you? I thought you might. Won't find a better deal than free. Don't make this old woman regret giving the police the key to her house. Here.
Alright.
The door has seen better days. The layer of paint has started to peel off due to the salt and wind.
Didn't say anything about not being able to go back to the
slightly rusted.
The whirling, so
I'll wait outside to give you some time and privacy to check out your new living arrangement. But just so you know, after we are done with the day, I'll still be staying in the whirling in rags for the night.
Okay.
We'll meet in front of the shack in the morning.
The key turns with a satisfying click. You can enter the shack now.
See the waves, the sea, a church.
On the table, you see a bowl of water, a rough soap, and next to it, a small hand mirror.
We're not shaving.
Razor soaks inside the wash basin.
Is shaving the right call?
The water reflects back a vague image of your face. Nose bulbous and red, hair unkempt, wrinkles lining the eyes and forehead. The stash is gigantic.
Majestic, even.
You'll be looking like a pansy without the chops. A fucking pansy. A fresh start looms ahead. Clean yourself up and be born anew.
No. Forwards creak under your step. Old science fiction magazines, books about bird watching, an almanac from 39. Intricate heat engine hums quietly, giving out a pleasant warmth.
A brisk coastal wind still howls against the window of the shack. Occasionally, the waves crawl in under the foundation, producing a low hum. The room feels muffled, like you pulled your hat over your ears. Outside, it is cold and windy, but you're inside, and it feels safe and warm.
What is this place to you?
Ooh. Alright, new hangout. Sit, drink, and die. It's free. That's good enough. I could live here.
Waves crash onto the beach, drowning the reeds. Far to the south, a congregation gathers to a soup kitchen in a shelter for the homeless. An old woman gives out knitted scarves for free. This could have been you. This could still be you. A down-on-his-luck nobody trying to survive.
Thank you, strange sensation, for a fair assessment of the current situation.
The howl of the wind has picked up. The waves crash against the stilts again. It's as if you think the thought, but in someone else's voice.
Look under the floorboards.
What? Not shaving.
The bed is comforting, if a bit run down. Still, you've earned a rest.
No time to rest yet. Oh, what's this?
An old mirror hangs on the wall. You see the reflection of your face.
Oh, I guess it's the second place you can relieve yourself of the expression.
It's just hairy.
Alright. How do I look under the floorboards? So I can do it from outside. Curious about the jacket. Okay, so yeah, well, we have enough to buy the last thought slot, so I might do that. Just so we have it, so I can figure out what to dump later, although we still need to be pumping logic and savoir-faire to dance and figure stuff out. I'll take a savoir-faire to see if we can't dance again. Alright, so floorboards. Also have to like use the pry bar. Or are we holding the pry bar? Oh.
I hope hope the waves don't keep you up at night. What?
Alright. Or maybe it's something I can do when I sleep here. God, I was holding those. Double pry bar all the way. But I have nowhere to pry.
On the table, you see a bowl of water, a rough...
We're not shaving. Okay. Alright, so what other white checks do we have? Doop. Don't think we do the butter thing. Hup. Oh, reaction speed I gotta get up to, I forgot. Joyce was the esprit de corps one, okay. I don't remember what the wash basin one was. Oh wait, the wash basin is the shaving one, okay. Maybe it wasn't our floorboards we're supposed to look under. It's safe and warm in here, not like outside.
Is that the phasmid? It looks like the phasmid, leaning against the wall.
What?
Wait. What if this is the fishing rod situation all over again?
Okay. Try to sneak up to the phasmid.
It's not even organic. It's a fire iron. How disappointing.
I can't believe it.
Right? You'll have better luck next time, though. The phasmid, finding it is your destiny.
Alright, give it a rest for now. It's good to know it's still in the back of our heads. I'll go see if Gary trucked back out here, but I don't think that's the case. If I do see him, we're going to composure up and do what we can. And yeah, we still got to check the security booth. So here was the home base. Yeah, I think the Gary line is over since we otherwise finished that. Rip the Cocaine Skull Dream. We already conceptualized that. Alright, we'll head back to the church, try to dance. Oh, what are you... Something's up here. Forge crack dangerously use run, be careful here. I didn't realize we could get across that. Can we get down from here? Oh, ramp, probably. Or not. Around through here. Yeah, I guess we could pitch the Cocaine Skull expedition to the Bending Light guy. Again, we gotta go back for the, thing anyway. I'm gonna savoir-faire up and try to dance. I think it was savoir-faire. You can imagine why. Calls become terrible sometimes. Oh, why the phone's fucked up. Alright, Alright, savoir-faire. Oh, we didn't read the description on the jacket either. +1 logic. I do need logic for a couple things, so... Swanky checker jacket flatters your form in a way that makes you feel the fun kind of serious. Really nice, roomy pockets, too.